today we are going to learn about the importance of chapter called sorting in the computer science. So sorting plays a very major role because we'll be gaining directly 7 to 8 marks of weightage in a public board examination. And from this chapter you can expect a compulsory one sorting technique in the part E section. So we'll get to know what is the sorting and what are the different types of sorting techniques we have. So sorting is nothing but arranging the particular elements in an order. That order can be either ascending order or the descending order. So to perform sorting, we have three different techniques called bubble sort, insertion sort and the selection sort. So coming to the different sorting techniques, in the bubble sort, if they ask you to mention or explain the process of bubble sort with an example, the explanation is mandatory. You can't directly solve the problem what they have given you. So if they give you a question, just solve it using bubble sort, you can directly do that. Instead of that, they have asked you to explain the bubble sort with an example. You can choose your own example for that. And coming to the bubble sort, it is a very easiest bubble sorting technique because there you have to swap each and every element comparing with the adjacent thing. So if there are n number of elements, compulsory you have to maintain that n number of passes will be there. So with the help of this passes only we will do the sorting. If 7 elements are there, you will have n minus 1 means 7 minus 1, 6 passes. That you have to specifically mention by doing the program execution. Okay. So coming to the bubble sort, in this sort they give you certain sort of sum. There you have to explain it with the help of the passes. Mentioning the passes is mandatory in the bubble sort. So bubble sort will be easy for you because when compared to other sorting, you will swap the numbers there itself. Just compare the elements with each other, and if the element is smaller than the next element, just do the swapping. So that is the easiest thing of the bubble sort. Then comes the selection sort. Selection sort, it plays major role by dividing the list what they have given into two equal parts. First one is sorted list and second one is the unsorted list. The same, it is unlike the bubble sort. We will not exchange or swap the elements directly itself. So there also it is playing a major role. When you have n elements in the passes, you have n minus 1 passes. So if there are 6 elements, you get 5 passes. 6 minus 1 is 5. So compulsory you have to do the 5 passes and display the output. So in the selection sort, until unless you swap it in the last step, your answer will not be correct. Only in the last step you have to swap the element with the leftmost element. So that is the easiest thing. After that you will have the insertion sort. Insertion sort also it is divided into two equal parts, sorted and the unsorted, left side and the right side. And when you are doing the selection sort, you have to specifically mention the sorted order with a straight line and unsorted list with a dotted line. So that we can easily understand what is the difference between the sorted list and the unsorted list. So coming to the selection and the insertion sorts and the bubble sort, both three of them will have n minus 1 passes for the program execution. So in the last selection technique, that is insertion sort, you can easily swap the element there itself, and you have left out elements. You have to compare each and every element onto the left side. So these are the three important techniques which will damn sure come in your examinations. After that, the important topic is time complexity. So let us know what is the time complexity. Time complexity is nothing but the time taken for the algorithm to execute the program. So you have done three sorting techniques. So how much the time it is taking to execute the programs. Okay. So here you have three different types of algorithms. The first one is constant time algorithm, second one is linear time algorithm, and the third one is quadratic time algorithm. So these will compulsory come for the 3 marks question. Define constant time algorithm. So there you have to mention that an algorithm that doesn't have any loops and will have a constant value as 1. They'll ask you what is the time complexity for the constant time algorithm in the MCQs also. Constant means fixed. There is no change in the looping structure. So it is always defined as a 1. When coming to the linear time algorithm, it has a looping structure. So the looping has n number of times. Linear time algorithm. Next comes the quadratic time algorithm. So this we can call it as nested loop. Nested loop loop is nothing but the loop inside a loop. Means 2 times the program or the code will be running inside each other. So this will take more time when compared to the constant thing. So this we call it as quadratic type algorithm, and it is defined as n square. Okay. So constant time algorithm, linear time algorithm, and followed by the quadratic time algorithm. And for both selection sort, insertion sort, and the bubble sort, time complexity is unde. That is nothing but n square. So this is also one of the major concepts which will come for the MCQs. The time complexity for any of the sorting techniques is n square. Time complexity for the linear algorithms is different, and sorting difference is different. So make sure that you learn each of the sorting techniques called bubble sort, insertion sort, and selection sort, so that you easily gain 5 marks out of it. If you learn this time complexity, you will be gaining in MCQs and the 3 marks question.